As you can see, African music has come a very long way in the past decade, and I can say it was a privilege to have been there from the start of it all. Which leads me to the reason why I made this video, because I started noticing a huge difference between African music back then.
Just like the sun lights up the earth, it lights up my life.
Versus now.
I see you watching my movements. This bad bitch bad every day. I know they look at your face.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I'll get to that later, but first, not many people know this artist, but it's Two-Face who started it all, followed by Ice Prince, Wizkid, and of course, Davido. For Wizkid, it started with the song Holla at Your Boy. Ice Prince had Aboki, and Davido with his hit song of Dami Duro. After that, numerous successful artists followed, but there was one that stood out the most in that time, and that was D'banj. He stunned Africa by getting Kanye West to make an appearance in his hit song, Oliver Twist. He became the very first African artist to sign an international management deal with Sony. African music was on the rise, with lots of trendy dances to follow along, and everything was going perfect. African artists had a golden opportunity to put Africa in the spotlight with the power of music. It was time to show that Africa is not just little boys starving in the jungle. It was time to show the luxurious life and the true beauty of Africa through music. But of course, everything must come to an end. There are very few noticeable things that have changed over the years. Just twerking men, buoyant men, you see what I'm getting at.
Gay is gay. Thank you.
Of course, nothing against them. But if you have lived in Africa before, then you would know that this type of things were completely and utterly unacceptable, sometimes even met by death.
It is gross and disgusting and punishable by death.
What I'm trying to say is that African music was all about dances, rhythm, and expression, and now something sinister is happening. I won't go into too much detail about it, but I will use Rema as an example to sum everything up. Divine Ikobor was a church boy coming from humble beginnings. He did gospel rap with his rap group called Rap Nation, and his stage name was Rema with a H. The church enjoyed his rap gospels a lot, and some even called his rap absolutely divine. But as life went on, things started to get really bad for Rema, as life was tough for him, even worse when his brother and father passed away, leaving him with immense pressure to be the breadwinner of the family at a really young age. Back then, Rema had a heart of gold and didn't want to ask the church or members for any financial assistance, so he took matters into his own hands. He started going to lounges, bars, and political rallies in hopes of earning some money to feed his struggling family. As times went on, he slowly started moving away from gospel rap and into a completely different genre, and his mother, who is a very dedicated member of the church, became very concerned about it, but he told her to trust him, and as any loving mother with strong faith and support to her son, she did. His life took a huge turn after famous African music producer Don Jazzy came into his life. Don Jazzy, who is known for his golden touch, turning any artist into a superstar, had his attention by this young upcoming rapper, Rema. He saw something in Rema, and so he took him under his wing, and the transformation process began, with changing his name from Rema with a H to Rema without the H. He signed a multi-million naira deal. He changed his style and completely rebranded into an artist of modern day rap. For many, this transformation was success. But for the people that had known him from the start, Rema was completely unrecognizable.
Who are you? The question is, who are you?
He took the world by storm, with making successful record after record. He captivated the world with his unique style of music, and became an international superstar with his hit song, Calm Down, that he did with Selena Gomez. As the stardom rose, so did the disappointment within the church walls.
You're a fucking disappointment.
The people that knew him from the start and even his fans started to question his musical expression. He had some controversies, like the mention of an evil seductive woman sent by the devil with the name of Karashika. Or his album cover for Raves and Roses, where it featured an upside-down church on fire and an inverted cross.
I've never met a real devil worshipper before.
A lot of people saw this as a satanic worship, or him giving up Christianity. Others even saw it as blatant insults towards Christianity.
It is me, Jesus!
Rema himself came out in an interview and described it as his artistic expression, where the fire and the cross represent his tattoos, and the building is him in a way. And the reason it is upside down is because of his unusual and unique way of expressing his music.
Yeah, of course.
But nobody was buying it. And the controversies just kept piling up. But the one that stood out the most was his demonic performance he did in London. He left people baffled, and some were even scared for their lives. It featured a very bizarre trailer, opening to the show, and with him riding a demonic-looking animal, and even skeletons and demons showing up in the screen with only one color flashed throughout the entire show, which was red.
What? What the fuck?
So as you can see, there is obviously an agenda in play. A plan to shape and influence African society to become like Western society, where homosexuality, devil worship, fame, fortune, gender change, anti-masculinity, and all these things are glorified and accepted.
America is #1!
What is your opinion on this matter? Are people just overanalyzing the situation, or is something really sinister happening in the music industry? If you like this documentary, please let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your own opinion on this matter. Thank you so much for watching, and please do enjoy the rest of your day.